RV life promises freedom, the open sky, the open road, the dream of no rules. But freedom comes with fine print. Hidden laws and quiet bans are catching thousands of RV owners off guard every year. Today, we're revealing the illegal habits no one talks about. Let's get rolling. Dumping gray water from your RV sinks or shower might seem harmless, but it's illegal in most US states and national parks. Gray water contains soap, grease, food particles, and bacteria that can contaminate soil and groundwater, which is why the Clean Water Act prohibits discharging pollutants into surface water without a permit. Local health departments treat gray water like sewage because it carries pathogens such as E. coli and salmonella. Violators face fines ranging from $250 to $2,500 per incident, and repeated offenses can result in eviction from public lands or bans from RV parks. In sensitive ecosystems like deserts or coastal areas, even small dumps can destroy vegetation and harm wildlife. The proper way to handle gray water is to store it in your holding tank and dispose of it only at designated RV dump stations or full hookup campsites. If you're boondocking, portable gray water totes are legal alternatives. Always use a sealed hose connection and never open your tank valve directly onto the ground, as rangers and neighbors are watching. Responsible disposal protects the environment and helps prevent stricter regulations that would affect all RV owners. Many RV owners assume overnight parking in store lots is always allowed, but it's often illegal unless explicitly permitted. While big box stores like Walmart, Cracker Barrel, and Cabela's once welcomed RVs, local ordinances and liability concerns have changed that. Cities and counties nationwide have passed no overnight camping and vehicle habitation bans that apply even on private property, regardless of what a store manager says. Violating these codes can result in citations, towing, or trespassing charges, with fines ranging from $100 to $1,000 depending on your location. Some municipalities even impound vehicles suspected of being used for long-term housing. To stay compliant, always check for posted signs like "No overnight parking" or "No camping." Even if other RVs are already parked there, enforcement can happen at any time. The safest approach is calling ahead to confirm with the store manager or using apps like Allstays or Campendium to verify legal overnight spots. If overnight parking isn't allowed, consider authorized alternatives like truck stops, travel plazas, rest areas where legal or designated boondocking sites on public lands. Staying informed helps you avoid fines and preserves the welcome RVers still receive in places that allow overnight stays. Many RV owners don't realize their rig's type, and weight may legally require more than a standard driver's license. Each state sets its own thresholds, but generally, if your motorhome or combined truck and trailer weight exceeds 26,000 pounds gross vehicle weight rating, GVWR, you may need a Class B or Class A non-commercial license. States like Texas, California, and Maryland enforce stricter RV licensing laws. In Texas, for instance, a Class B non-commercial license for single vehicles over 26,000 pounds, while a Class A is needed if your truck and trailer's combined weight exceeds that limit. Ignoring these requirements can lead to hefty fines, invalid insurance claims, or license suspension if you're involved in an accident. Even smaller setups like heavy fifth wheels or large Class C motorhomes can cross legal weight thresholds once fully loaded with fuel, water, and cargo. Weigh stations or roadside inspections occasionally check documentation during enforcement sweeps, particularly near mountain passes or commercial corridors. To stay compliant, check your state's DMV regulations before hitting the road. If you frequently cross state lines, follow the stricter state's rule. Proper licensing not only keeps you legal, but also ensures you're trained for your vehicle's handling and braking demands. Lighting a campfire or grill during a fire ban might seem harmless, but it's one of the most severely punished RV offenses in western and southern states. Fire bans are issued by local, state, or federal authorities during dry or windy conditions to prevent wildfires. Once in effect, any open flame is prohibited, including charcoal grills, fire pits, tiki torches, candles, and wood-burning stoves. Violating fire restrictions can result in fines up to $5,000 for individuals and $10,000 for groups, plus potential criminal charges if your actions cause a wildfire. During Stage 2 fire restrictions, even propane stoves can be banned, with only enclosed or designated cooking devices allowed. Rangers actively patrol campgrounds and dispersed camping areas during these alerts, and equipment confiscation or eviction from federal lands is common. Always check for posted fire danger level signs or visit state forestry or BLM websites before igniting anything. Many parks also require spark arresters on generators and cooking devices year-round. A single spark can devastate thousands of acres, destroy homes, and lead to imprisonment if negligence is proven. During fire season, the only safe choice is cooking with enclosed propane appliances and skipping the campfire entirely. Many RV owners unknowingly break the law by driving rigs that exceed posted length, width, or weight limits, especially on scenic highways, bridges, or mountain roads. Every state enforces strict Department of Transportation regulations for vehicle dimensions and gross weight. Violations can result in fines ranging from $200 to over $2,000, plus liability if your RV causes infrastructure damage or blocks traffic. Popular routes like the Blue Ridge Parkway, Zion National Park's tunnels, and California's Highway 1 all restrict oversized vehicles. Even if your RV is legal on interstates, it might be too long or heavy for local or federal routes. Bridges and tunnels often display weight limits from 10,000 to 26,000 pounds, and exceeding them risks structural damage or collapse. Authorities may issue tickets or require immediate rerouting, sometimes involving police escorts or tow assistance at your expense. Overweight RVs also violate axle load laws, causing tire blowouts or brake failures that endanger others on the road. Before any trip, verify your RV's gross vehicle weight rating and gross combined weight rating against route restrictions using apps like RV Life or Rand McNally GPS. Legal compliance not only prevents fines, but protects your rig and everyone sharing the road. One of the most common yet overlooked RV violations is blocking driveways, roads, or public access points while boondocking. Even partially obstructing a service road, fire lane, or residential driveway is classified as illegal parking or obstruction of public right-of-way under state traffic codes. Local authorities, park rangers, or law enforcement can issue fines ranging from $100 to $750, and your RV may be towed without notice. Parking even a few feet beyond a designated area can impede emergency vehicles, delivery trucks, or property access, all of which are protected under public use laws. This issue is especially serious near trailheads, BLM lands, and forest roads, where access routes must remain clear for fire or rescue operations. Some counties have introduced no standing or no camping within 50 feet of roadway ordinances, making shoulder camping illegal altogether. To stay compliant, always keep all tires fully off the pavement and ensure your setup doesn't cross any access boundaries. Use satellite imagery or boondocking apps to confirm legal pullouts. Respecting right-of-way laws not only keeps you out of legal trouble, but also maintains good relations between RV owners and local residents, who often push for stricter bans after repeated misuse. Camping on private property without explicit consent is legally considered trespassing, regardless of how remote or unused the land appears. Many RV owners assume that if there are no fences, homes, or no trespassing signs, it's acceptable to stay overnight. But property laws in all 50 states automatically protect landowners' rights, whether posted or not. Once an RV crosses onto private land without permission, the owner or local law enforcement can issue a trespass citation or order immediate removal. Penalties vary by state, but typically include fines from $100 to $1,000, towing costs, and in some cases, misdemeanor charges for repeat offenders. If any property damage occurs, such as ruts, litter, or campfire residue, owners can file for civil damages in small claims court. Many rural properties, farms, or vacant lots operate under leased management, conservation easements, or hunting rights, meaning multiple parties could file legal claims for unauthorized use. To stay safe, always confirm ownership through apps like OnX Maps or county GIS systems before parking, and get written permission when in doubt. For legal private stays, use networks like Harvest Hosts, Boondockers Welcome, or HipCamp, which offer vetted private properties where camping is fully authorized and liability protected. Altering or removing your RV's emissions equipment is a federal offense under the Clean Air Act and can result in massive fines up to $4,876 per violation for individuals and over $45,000 for businesses or dealers. Many RV owners modify diesel engines, mufflers, or generators to increase power, fuel efficiency, or sound output, but tampering with components like catalytic converters, DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, systems, or EGR valves is strictly prohibited. The Environmental Protection Agency enforces these rules across all 50 states, and several states have additional penalties, including vehicle impoundment and failed emissions inspections that make your RV illegal to register. Even installing delete kits, tuner boxes, or aftermarket exhaust stacks voids the manufacturer's emissions certification, effectively making the vehicle non-compliant for road use. Authorities frequently monitor online forums and marketplaces for illegal parts, and random roadside or repair shop inspections can trigger investigations. Generators and portable engines also fall under the same EPA standards, meaning cutting mufflers or modifying fuel-air systems is illegal too. The safest approach is keeping your emission system intact and using only EPA-certified parts when replacing components. Staying compliant ensures your RV passes inspections, avoids federal penalties, and keeps pollution levels within safe limits, protecting both your wallet and the environment. Allowing anyone to ride inside a towable RV, such as a travel trailer or fifth wheel, while it's moving is illegal in most U.S. states due to safety concerns. These trailers aren't designed to protect passengers in motion since they lack proper seatbelts, airbags, and structural crash reinforcement. If an accident occurs, passengers can be thrown violently, crushed by interior furniture, or trapped during a rollover. Only a few states like California, Arizona, and Indiana allow limited passenger transport in towables, but specific conditions apply. The trailer must have two-way communication with the driver, emergency exits, and safety glass windows. Violating these regulations can result in fines of $250 to $1,000, and, in the event of injury, criminal liability for negligence or endangerment. Insurance companies also refuse to cover injuries sustained inside an illegally occupied trailer, leaving the RV owner personally responsible for all damages. To stay legal, passengers should always ride in the towing vehicle, properly seatbelted. If you need to transport pets, ensure they're secured and ventilated, but not roaming free in the trailer while moving. Towables are built for stationary living, not transport safety. Following this rule could save lives and prevent serious legal consequences. Transporting or storing propane tanks and cargo incorrectly in your RV is not just unsafe, it's illegal under Department of Transportation and National Fire Protection Association standards. Propane is a hazardous pressurized gas, and if cylinders are unsecured, overfilled, or stored in living spaces, they can explode or leak carbon monoxide. Violations can result in fines ranging from $500 to $5,000, and if an accident occurs, you could face civil or criminal liability. Propane cylinders must always be upright, tightly strapped, and located outside or in a ventilated compartment designed for gas storage. Never transport loose tanks inside your RV, under beds, or in storage bays without venting. Regulators, hoses, and fittings must meet DOT specifications, and all tanks should be inspected and recertified every 10 years. Similarly, unsecured cargo like tools, e-bikes, or generators poses a legal and safety hazard. If it shifts and causes a crash, you can be charged with negligent operation or failure to secure a load, both ticketable offenses in every state. To stay compliant, use proper tie-down straps, propane brackets, and vented enclosures. Always close valves while driving and turn off gas before fueling or entering tunnels. One small mistake with propane or shifting weight can lead to catastrophic consequences. Parking your RV too close to rivers, lakes, or wildlife zones might look scenic, but it's often illegal under federal and state environmental protection laws. Most public lands, including Bureau of Land Management and U.S. Forest Service areas, require RVs to be parked at least 100 to 200 feet away from any natural water source. This rule protects fragile ecosystems, prevents soil erosion, and reduces contamination from gray water or oil leaks. Violating these buffer regulations can result in fines between $250 and $5,000. And repeat offenders may be permanently banned from camping on federal land. Rangers regularly patrol these areas, especially near heavily trafficked lakes and streams, where illegal camping causes long-term environmental damage. In wildlife protection zones, setting up too close to nesting sites, migration corridors, or den areas also violates the Endangered Species Act or local wildlife ordinances. Offenders risk not only fines, but also vehicle impoundment or forced removal from the area. To stay compliant, Follow leave no trace principles. Camp only in established sites or on durable surfaces. Respect all posted boundaries and use waste containment mats under your RV. Maintaining these legal distances helps preserve nature and keeps you from expensive and avoidable citations. Running your generator outside designated quiet hours is one of the fastest ways to get fined, evicted, or banned from campgrounds and public lands. Every national park, state park, and RV resort enforces specific noise ordinances, typically restricting generator use between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. These rules are based on county noise control laws, which classify excessive sound above 60 to 70 decibels as a public disturbance. Violating quiet hours can lead to fines ranging from $100 to $500, and repeat offenders often receive written warnings followed by eviction without refund. In national forests or BLM lands, local rangers may issue citations which prohibits creating excessive noise that disturbs others. Beyond legal risks, excessive generator use damages the RV community's reputation and leads to stricter restrictions across popular camping areas. Portable generators without proper mufflers are especially problematic in high-density campgrounds. To stay compliant, use battery banks, solar setups, or inverter generators with lower noise output. If you must run a generator, position it on the far side of your RV, use sound barriers, and limit runtime. Respecting quiet hours isn't just about courtesy. It's a legal requirement that protects the peace and access for all campers. Improper or unapproved electrical installations in your RV can violate both National Electrical Code Article 551 and NFPA 1192 RV standards, leading to fines, denied insurance claims, or fire safety violations. Many RV owners install aftermarket solar panels, inverters, and lithium battery banks without following certified wiring standards. If these setups overload circuits or bypass factory grounding, they're considered non-compliant electrical systems and are illegal in commercial parks and inspected federal lands. Campgrounds and RV resorts are required by law to disconnect rigs showing unsafe wiring, exposed cables, or reversed polarity plugs. Local fire marshals and state inspectors can issue citations up to $2,000, and if faulty wiring causes damage to the park's electrical pedestal or creates fire hazards, you can be held financially liable for all repairs. Another overlooked issue is improper plug adapters, such as using 30 to 50 amp cheater cords that force both hot legs from one outlet. These are banned by Underwriters Laboratories because they can melt outlets and trip breakers, creating electrocution risks. To stay compliant, always use UL-listed inverters, charge controllers, and breakers, and have your installation inspected by an RVIA-certified electrician. Following code isn't just about legality. It prevents fires, protects your investment, and keeps campground access open for responsible RV owners. Topping off your RV's fresh water tank from public or private spigots without authorization is legally considered water theft, and in many states is a misdemeanor offense. This applies to hydrants at rest stops, cemeteries, parks, or gas stations that aren't explicitly marked for RV use. Many municipalities classify unauthorized water use as a violation of municipal utility codes or theft of services, carrying fines from $250 to over $1,000, plus possible restitution for the water used. Public water systems are also tightly regulated under the Safe Drinking Water Act, meaning only approved filling stations and potable sources are certified for consumption. Connecting hoses to non-potable or irrigation outlets risks cross-contamination, introducing harmful bacteria, chemicals, or lead into your RV's plumbing system. In some regions, tampering with a city hydrant or valve can escalate the charge to criminal mischief or tampering with public utilities, which may involve court appearances or community service. To stay legal, use clearly labeled potable water sources, usually found at campgrounds, dump stations, or travel plazas. Carry your own dedicated white potable hose and always sanitize fittings before use. When in doubt, ask the property owner or attendant for permission. It's safer, cleaner, and keeps you off the radar of local enforcement officers who routinely patrol for illegal hookups. Improperly connecting or discharging your RV's wastewater hose is a direct violation of both state health codes and Environmental Protection Agency sanitation laws. Many RV owners make the mistake of using unsealed or makeshift connections that leak sewage or gray water at dump stations or campground hookups. Even a small drip can contaminate soil or groundwater, triggering violations of local public health and environmental regulations. According to NFPA 1192 and ANSI A 119.5, all RV sewer connections must be watertight, odor-tight, and securely fastened using correct fittings. Dumping through a cracked hose, loose elbow, or open drain cap can result in fines from $250 to $2,500, and serious offenders may face eviction and permanent bans from certain RV parks. Campgrounds are legally required to report unsanitary discharges to the local health department, which can impose cleanup fees and environmental penalties on the RV owner. To remain compliant, always use a 4-prong locking sewer adapter or bayonet-style fitting with a rubber gasket, and confirm the seal before opening the valve. Keep a dedicated sewer hose support to maintain slope and prevent pooling. Never flush tanks with the hose detached or drain into stormwater systems. Both are treated as illegal discharges under the Clean Water Act. Operating your RV without valid insurance or registration is one of the most serious legal mistakes you can make, and it's far more common than most people realize. Every U.S. state requires proof of liability insurance and current registration for all motorized RVs. For towables, the trailer itself must also be registered, plated, and road legal. Driving without these can result in immediate impoundment, fines ranging from $500 to $2,500, and even license suspension in certain states. Many RV owners mistakenly assume their auto policy automatically covers the RV, but that's rarely true. You need a specific RV insurance policy that includes liability, collision, and comprehensive coverage, especially if your rig doubles as a residence. Without it, you're fully responsible for damages in an accident, medical bills, or even environmental cleanup if your fuel or black tank leaks. Expired registration is equally risky. Law enforcement can stop you for outdated tags, and traveling across state lines without proper documentation can lead to citations in multiple jurisdictions. To stay compliant, keep your insurance active year-round, even during storage, and always carry digital or printed proof of coverage. Regularly verify your registration and inspection dates before hitting the road. Staying current protects your license, your wallet, and your freedom to travel legally. The smallest mistake can end your adventure before it even begins. Have you ever broken one of these rules without realizing it? Comment below and don't miss our next video, where we uncover the RV mistakes that could get you kicked out of a campground. Until then, happy and safe travels.